And 29, 7 February. Blue skies, boys, and the wind is supposed to be pretty light all day. You know what that means usually this time of year, what it'll be tomorrow. We're going to be in these woods a while up here, and you may see me shoot some longer shots. You know, I call out the honest distance, boys. No BS, okay? 17 Mach 2 Arken EPL fuller scope with a sunshade on. I can take it off. I may take it off and look at a few of these squirrels up here. You never know what I might do. I hunted yesterday in bright sunshine without the sunshade and made one 70-yard shot. Of course, depending on which angle I'm having to point this gun, okay? You see that old bright sunball up there, okay? We'll see what happens here, boys. You may see a few fox squirrels today. Hey, boys, you see what them old fox squirrels have like that right there? See that little strip of woods comes around up there? You can do a lot of walking in here, boys. That's why I was telling you yesterday. I had to rest up a little. All right, I've done set at one spot. There's an old barn in them woods right up there. I ain't heard a squirrel bark, okay? So that's good, really. That tells me the gray squirrels ain't stirred yet today. It was about 28 degrees here this morning with a big frost. They don't like to come out usually early when it's like that. Well, we've had some frost this morning. They've been coming out early, and I ain't been doing so good up in the day. But we'll see what happens here. All right, boys, I done got two on the ground here. Now, boy, there's a thin headshot on that one right up there. Okay, we're going to see if I hit that squirrel in the eye. That's about as far back. That old beach right up there, boy. There's one in it right now. I had the gun on him, but it's been obstructed headshot. Top of it blowed out up there. The sun's bright out here. You know, I sat here for 10 minutes and never seen a damn squirrel. That son of bitches was here all the time. I killed 10 here not too long ago. But I ain't been back. I'm sitting under a walnut tree here, boy. This damn ground's covered up, but there ain't no squirrels in here. Let's see if you can hear them bark. Listen to them. You might see that one in that old beach, or if I get the camera on him for this glare. He's on the left side of that beach. You barely can see him. That old beach is blown over. I've had the gun on him, but he ain't giving me the right shot on that old head. Boy, that old beach pretty good a little ways up that hill there. All right, boys, squirrel number 3 on the ground. 1108. He come out of that beach up there. That's 65 yards to that beach tree, line of sight, boy. Boy, it don't look that far either. When you put this laser on there, it's such a big tree, see, it'll fool you. That other squirrel was shot past that a little bit, probably about 67 or 8 yards to the left. I've got one up here I shot at about 40. We're going to hang out here for a little while longer. They've sort of settled down. They just quit barking. I had 2 or 3 more barking around over in here. Yeah. Just to let you know, I'm going to hold this camera above that beach. You see where that damn sun's at? Successful shots on 9 power on them squirrel heads right there, boys. I'll bet every dollar I got in the bank, I've hit the head on all 3 of these right here. We'll see. You boys out here watching these videos now. Remember what I said? I shot a squirrel over here about 40. You on that log right up there. Alright. No adjustments made to the gun. Down the parallax a little bit. 65 and about 67 or 8 yards up there on 2 more, okay? Try that bullshit with a 22 long rifle, shooting at heads on squirrels. Plus, there's some limbs up there in that front of that beech tree, okay? So you're gonna get a little loopy trajectory. And you've got to be dialed in more so to stay on that head, okay? If you skin that head with that long rifle, that squirrel might get away from you. Okay, you skin that head with this 17 Mach 2 and it'll get away from you. You got to get pretty centered on that head. Stay away from that snout, okay? You see it there, boys. That's a squirrel rig right there. I love it. I'm going to tell you something too, boys. That element next to scope, I'm starting to like this better, this scope here, better than that scope, okay? I'm starting to like the way the reticle looks better. I think I'm shooting more pinpoint with this scope. Of course, that's my opinion, you know, but the headshot rate looks pretty good so far. Boy, season ain't over yet. You know, March the 15th still a ways off. That boy squirrel number 4 is on the ground up there. I don't know if that's the squirrel I just seen a while ago or not. I seen another one that got underneath this beech tree. I think he darted over there, though. That's 14 squirrels I've shot sitting against this same damn walnut tree this season. You hear him down in there, boys? See if I can find him. 11:20. Squirrel 5 on the ground, boys. 11:27. Here comes one way up the hill. Now, Lord, look up our hill. Now, Lord, he's going to get his ass in trouble. He keeps coming around through here. If I ain't mistaken, that gray squirrel, I've lost him in them trees up there, boy. There's a nest up there. You see that nest? It's 86 yards. I believe he went in that nest. That's a good nest. Look at that, boy. It's a big old firm nest. I believe that's where that gray squirrel went. 86 yards on a laser. Now that's line of sight now. If I let that laser down there lower, it shows up as 84 yards, okay? Line of sight going up to that nest is 86. If I had that HCD dialed in on this Vortex laser, see, it would probably flash about 84 to that nest. But I'm shooting this gun on line of sight. I like doing that better. What do y'all think about my squirrel dog there? That's my squirrel dog. All I gotta do is feed it shield. I don't have to feed it dog food. Boy, we got another one running around up here. Coming from the left around through there. See if I can get him. He's way up there too. You may see him in this camera. He's up there. That was a fox squirrel up there. Right. I've lost him up here. He's in there right in that down road. He's looking thing up on the hill somewhere. There's another fox squirrel that barked around here to my left. He may show up over here too. I ain't killed a fox squirrel here this season. That's a little unusual. Well, one year I racked up on them here, boys. Oh, boys, I've lost this fox squirrel up here. I ain't had no shot at him. He's went up a tree. And I don't see him on the ground. I found him in a binocular. He's up there about 85 or 6 yards last time I seen him. Way up in there, boys. An old rough snag looking thing. He's probably still up there. And I'm gonna have to hold for some wind here. I got some right to left coming in here on me now if I shoot him. I've slipped up the hill a little bit. He's up there. You can see him. Maybe if I can get this camera, he's 77 yards. See him right there. Line of sight, 77 yards, boys. Alright, boys. That old fox squirrel comes straight down. And we're going to see if I've got him in the head. I mean, he come down quick, boys, into that brush pile up there. See it right there? He's in the front of that brush pile. I don't know if I've hit him good or not, but boy, he comes straight down. Right there's that walnut tree I've been setting against, okay? So I've come up a hill a little ways. I caught him about 86 earlier. That's going to be about right, boys. He's about 70. He's 77 when I shot him up there now. I held for a little right to left wind in here. Let's see if I held too much. I ain't even picked up these squirrels. There's two laying up there around that old beach. One up to the left and one that flopped down below it there. Got the old top blown out. There's 6 on the ground now, boys. If I've got that fox squirrel up there, I mean, he come out of that tree cold cock, boys. Alright, boys, I've picked up these 5 gray squirrels. Now there's that limb. That curved limb right there's where that old fox squirrel was sitting. He's fell right up in here. We're going to see if we can find him. Alright, boys, we found that fox squirrel. Look off down in that damn place. I'm up on top of these logs so I can get a good view. There he is right there. There's that limb he come off of right there. Let me see if I can go back below him and see if I can get him out with this stick I got. Boys, 12:55. Extraction on the first 6 complete. Boy, that old fox squirrel, he got the back of that old head busted. Pretty good little shot there for that gun, boys. Now I held for a little wind, okay? Maybe that's coming out in that camera there, back of that head there. Pull him down off this log. See that old back of that head? You see that gray squirrel? He got that eye put out. That gray squirrel got his eye put out. That gray squirrel right there, half his head missing. That gray squirrel right there, back of the head. This gray squirrel right here, there's where he come out. Must have went around that eye somewhere. Okay, that's 6, boys. We ain't done yet. May go on up here on top. I don't hunt up there much, except for a little while. There's fox squirrels around through there, but now fox squirrels are pretty sly in this bright sun. You know, you gotta watch them. That old squirrel there was in that old hickory tree there. You know, I could see him down there in that scope from that walnut tree I was sitting against, but I was unsure it was him because there's some beech leaves in this tree right here. I thought it was him, but then when I come on up the hill, I could see him better. I got a little different angle on him. Boys, 109. See these walnut trees in here, boys? I'm underneath one right now. Got one out here. There's snags on the hill up there. This man owns the top of that hill. That's me hunt over here. I don't come up here too often, but since there's a good walnut crop, we may try this right here. We may just limit out sitting right here, boys. But I may decide to move. See them logs over there? That's where them old squirrels like to run. See that log yonder? That's a long ways there, boys. Now I killed them squirrels off in there. Sometimes them squirrels will come up on these trees here, you know, and I can see them from up here and shoot them. Now I ain't gonna promise nothing here, but we're gonna try it a while. It's pretty bright out here. Boys, you don't get many days like this, okay? Wind, very light. Every now and then a gust of it about 7 miles an hour. Very, very seldom. That's what you just maybe heard in that camera. See, it's done laid back down. Cigarette smoke. Mostly about a 2-3 mile an hour wind out here. Out of the south, boys. Yeah, boys. 2 o'clock straight up. I got one wine barking to my left here. Boy, there's den trees all over the hill right there. Trees that would be good den trees. There's a lot of trees right here behind me around to the left here. Make den trees too, boys. That boy, squirrel 7 on the ground. He's got a buddy up there. 236. And an old crooked tree. There he is. He's up there shaking his tail at me right now. I bought a squirrel 7. I've had a couple of opportunities at squirrel 8, but he won't be still. He was actually coming to check that squirrel right there back out, landing against that old crooked tree there. I seen 2 go up in there, flying, boys, like little Dodge darts. That boat was 420. I'm laying on 7 squirrels, so I can kill 3 more. Now, I was up in there, okay? I circled around, went up in there, and I've come back to where I started this morning. I'm gonna sit right here, see what I see. I wouldn't expect to see many. I don't need but 3 to hit my limit. It's dry here, I can tell you that, and it's pretty warm out here, about 66 degrees, boys, and there ain't an ounce of wind blowing. It's just went dead calm. Not even a twitch. Here what's walked up on me, this bug. He's still got his horns. Zero in on him. Look there. Well, he's a wild little rascal, ain't he? Boys and girls, today's quarry, 7 squirrels, 6 gray squirrels, and 1 fox squirrel on the right. That's the only fox squirrel I've seen. I heard 1 more bark quite a ways away from me. All head busters, boys. You see the gun there? CZ457. Arken EPL. EPL4 with the sunshade. Now that scope looked pretty good to me today. Now toward the end when the sun got behind me, I looked through it a few times, and right there is where it, it could cause a few problems. Bright sun coming in behind you. Okay? But I like that scope. It seems to work good, boys. Every squirrel today shot on 9x. And I think that fox squirrel, I may have shot him with a backlight on at 9x. I can't remember. I believe I did. See? Now, some of these were longer shots. That old fox squirrel and 2 or 3 of these gray squirrels. 65 plus yards, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed.